My name is Richard Cohen. I am an educator, author, and psychotherapist. I am so happy to share with you from the touch section in the book Healing Humanity, Time, Touch, and Talk. In Spanish, Sanando la Humanidad, Tiempo, Tacto y Trato. And you can join the Triple T revolution of love by wearing your Time, Touch, and Talk t-shirt. After I finish this presentation, I will tell you how you can get a free Time, Touch, and Talk or Triple T t-shirt. Please visit our website, timetouchandtalk.com, for all the information that I'm about to share. You can go to the top right-hand corner, click on the language which you wish to read the entire website in. I gave the presentation I'm about to share with you several years ago, right before the COVID pandemic. And afterwards, I sold the Triple T t-shirts. And one woman posted this on Instagram when the shutdown happened and we had to social distance. And she said, while she was wearing her Triple T t-shirt, we need healthy touch now more than ever before. If you go to YouTube, there's a beautiful documentary called The Power of Gentle Touch. It's almost 1 hour long. Of course, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just wanted to show you the first half a minute.
No words can make feelings as palpable as a gentle touch. But a touch can also relieve pain, strengthen our immune system, and even make us live longer.
You can watch The Power of Gentle Touch on YouTube when you have some free time. Research shows that healthy touch reduces stress, improves our health, increases our productivity, and intensifies love. I spoke last time about the driving forces behind unwanted thoughts, feelings, desires, and/or behaviors, such as compulsive masturbation, looking at porn, having affairs, sexual infidelity, eating issues, addictions, drugs, etc. These are all masks. They're not the problem. They're symptoms of a hurting heart and unmet needs for love, and those things don't disappear unless we take care of them. Here are some shocking stats about porn, sexual infidelity, and the use of meds. In the USA, over 40 million people regularly visit porn sites. Worldwide, annually, the porn industry makes 100 billion US dollars. In the US, there's about a 50% divorce rate. In other countries, it averages around 35%. Sexual infidelity during marriage, 33 to 75% of men, 26 to 70% of women. 68% of church-going men and 50% of pastors view porn on a regular basis. 11 years old is the average age that a child will first be exposed to porn. And 94% of children will see porn by the age of 14. I took this stat from research that was conducted 3 years ago. I'm recording this in the year 2022. I'm sure the average age a child sees porn is younger now because they're all on devices. It's so painful. America, the USA, accounts for 5% of the world's population and uses 80% of the global supply of opioids, pain medication. Is it because we're in more pain than other countries? No, we're medicating more and more. And of course, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Porn reduces a person's ability to experience sexual gratification with one's partner. Why? The brain gets tattooed with porn images, and the brain bonds to the porn, not real people. It intensifies guilt and shame. I suggest watching a dynamite TED Talk by Dr. Gary Wilson about porn. You can go to his website, yourbrainonporn.com, and you can click the link to the TED Talk, and there's great information on his site. We have 5 senses. We can live without sight, sound, smell, and speech. But as infants and children, we cannot survive without healthy touch. And as adolescents and adults, we cannot thrive without healthy touch. If we don't get that healthy touch as children and adolescents and adults, we will sexualize that need. That's why so many are oversexed, because of being undernourished. We need healthy touch every day of our lives. Dr. Ashley Montague, in his book, Touching: The Human Significance of the Skin, says lack of touch or unhealthy touch creates a biochemical imbalance in the body. It increases the amount of masturbation in adolescents and adults. It may create violence in children and future adults, and potentially leads to addictive behaviors. A friend of mine was incarcerated for many years. I used to visit him, and he said, it's just shocking the amount of men who were there never had any healthy touch, intimate relations, close normal relations with their mom and or dad. And so many guys who were straight were having sex because they were in for so long. We all need healthy touch while we're growing up. And if we don't get it, it will impact the rest of our lives. Just to give you an example of where some of this oversexed nature may come from. It's not normal to be looking at people of the same or opposite sex all the time. Many sex therapists say it is. It's not. It's insecure attachment. So this is a scenario, and I'm generalizing, okay? It's a generalization. There's the dad on one side. He's either there, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, he's not there, or he's left the family. You see the mother, she's very angry, and you see the boy, the son, he's actually crying. He's crying for 2 reasons. One, dad isn't there to model healthy masculinity, and mom is so angry because her needs are not getting met. So she has to become like a dad and a mom. She loses her soft feminine nature. So this boy is lacking in both respects from his parents. He grows up. He looks like a handsome, strong guy, right? Inside is the hurt little boy. He may believe in God. He may be a very spiritual man. Still, that wounded child is in him. Through adolescence and young adulthood, those normal needs for bonding with his mom will become sexually charged, and he will then use his body and that of women to try to get those needs met. But inside is the wounded little boy. Children don't want or need sex. So this is just an example of how we are oversexed because we're undernourished. Let's look at a young lady. Again, this is a generalization. I'm really sorry to all the dads and the men. I don't mean to just rag on you. It's just a simple explanation. I could have reversed it with the mother also. So here the father's walking out. The mother's very sad. Of course, the daughter is also equally sad. She lost Mr. God from her life. And what will happen to her when she grows up? She looks like a beautiful young woman, and now she uses her body to get the attention, affection, affirmation from men. She may have sex just to get touched. I cannot tell you how many of my clients over the last decades have been engaging in sexual activity, gay, straight, in between, just to experience some touch. I could tell you so many stories. I remember this guy grew up in a really rough neighborhood, and father was never there. When he was an angry, mean guy. And this boy was very sensitive. And then he got used sexually by one of the neighbors, and the word spread. And so many of the neighbors used to go and have sex with him. The guys would do it. They would rape him and use him. And I said to him, "How did that make you feel?" And I'll never forget his answer. He said, "Oh, I loved it." "You loved it?" "Yeah. It was the only time I got attention and affection." Wow. You better believe when he grew up, he used his body as a sex machine to continue that pattern, that unhealthy bonding pattern. Only healthy touch will heal our heart, mind, and satiate that bodily hunger for secure connection and attachment. Healthy touch. Marilyn Monroe is a cautionary and classic tale of using her body to get daddy's love. And she was very articulate, saying, all I wanted was my father's love that she never had. So she used her body, her beauty, her brains to get the attention of men. Married several times, affairs of notoriety, and died of a drug overdose. It's a cautionary tale. Touch does not equal sex. In the USA, we have this puritanical culture that has taught if you touch, it's about sex, and it is not. We need to promote the solution, which is healthy touch in all relationships. Healthy touch stimulates all of our bodily systems: respiratory, circulatory, digestive, muscular, eliminative, nervous, endocrine, immune, and reproductive systems. This is just a little about the benefit of healthy touch. Dr. Virginia Satir, an amazing psychotherapist, said we need 4 hugs a day for survival. We need 8 hugs a day for maintenance. And we need 12 hugs a day for growth. please get healthy hugs, healthy touch in your life daily. This is what a healthy hug looks like. One arm above the shoulder, one arm below. So it's a mutual exchange. These are three types of unhealthy hugs. The A-frame, where both people are sticking their butts out. The duck hug, excuse me. The duck hug, patting, pat, pat, pat. And the side saddle, putting your pelvic area to the side. All of these three types of unhealthy hugs are just that. They're not healthy. This is what a healthy hug looks like. One arm above, one arm below the shoulder, giving and receiving. You can imagine the top of your skull is opening up, and the love of God is pouring through you to bless the other person. The love of God is coming through them to bless you. So it's a circle of give and take, of healthy hug. It feels so good just to look at these beautiful photos of healthy hugs. Now, with high technology, we need increased touch. We're so connected through our devices, and yet we're so separated by not really being in touch with each other. Love is the medicine that heals all pain. If someone was sexually abused, like myself, they may be afraid of hugs. I know I was, because if I was hugged, I would easily get sexually aroused, because my wiring neurologically got messed up from 5 years old for about 1 year. And I needed to have healthy hugs and healthy touch from close friends. First, my guy friends, and I was honest with them going through my therapy, saying I might get aroused. And when you hug me, and they said, don't worry about it, Richard, I don't need sex from you. And my inner child, my heart, needed to hear that message. And I felt safe. And then I actually had to grieve in many of their arms. First my guy friends, and then female friends. They helped restore the years the locust had eaten in my past. I go into 7 reasons why people may compulsively masturbate, and I give 8 suggestions how to reduce the amount of masturbation and looking at porn. I also go into sexual fantasies, because they're not, you heard it, they're not about sex. And I did incredible sessions with clients in the past about their sexual fantasies, and through the exercises that I created, in the beginning, it was all about sex, 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 and then it finished with them crying and crying and crying, realizing they just need parents' healthy touch and love, or their peers' healthy touch and love. Those early needs for connection and bonding and attachment became sexualized through and after puberty. And this secret remains a secret throughout the world, and I'm blowing the lid off of this. I hope we can reduce the amount of porn and masturbation and affairs and addictions through promoting healthy touch. I give exercises for healthy touch in your family. This is all in the book. These are photographs of myself and our youngest son in different holding positions and hugging positions. These are other photos. So beautiful. This is me holding our oldest son and my wife holding our daughter. Healthy touch heals, and we can do it in our communities. Whatever your faith is, start having everyone practice healthy touch. My wife and I attended different churches, while our kids were growing up, and I always taught about healthy touch, and we promoted it, and people began to practice healthy hugs in the church. What occurred in hurtful relationships must be healed in healthy relationships. We cannot heal alone. You cannot just hold your pillow at night and cry and ask God to hold you. I mean, you can, it will never work. Not because God doesn't hear you or want you to heal, because we're relational. And what occurred in those hurtful times must be healed in healthy relationships. You can learn more about this touch section in Healing Humanity, Time, Touch, and Talk. Next time, I'll teach about the talk section and the conclusion. And as I said, you can go to our website, timetouchandtalk.com, and the first person who emails me after watching this video, I will send you your very own Time, Touch, and Talk t-shirt, wherever you are in the world. So be the first to email me, and I'll send you one of the t-shirts. Thank you very much. See you next time.